Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. Today I have a small little haul I'd like to share with you, and a big shout out to Jeffrey at Real Nifty Vintage, because in my last video there was something on the table and the segment got left out of the video and he didn't notice it. Up this lovely footed creamer for $1. It's made by the Enamel Glass company. It is depression wear. It was produced between 1923 and 1930, and the pattern is called Avocado Clear. I don't know why, because those are pears, but that's the name of it. And if you remember from a previous video, just wanted to show you, I had picked up this set, same thing, avocado green, and this is Vaseline Glass in the same pattern. Hazel Atlas, and the pattern is called Royal Lace. It's depression wear, 1934 to 1941, and there's some good news and bad news on this. The good news is that I picked it up half price at the Goodwill, and the good news is that it's going into my collection, and the bad news is that even though I was so busy trying to make sure there were no cracks on the rim, which they're not, I didn't notice that there were lots of cracks on the bottom. So this one is a keeper. I can't resell it. And that's a shame, because if I did, I would probably resell it for about $20, $25. Going in the cabinet. I thought this was a really cool Fire King piece. The logo dates it to the early 1950s. And it's in okay shape. It's missing its lid. It's missing a little gold here. But the pattern I thought was really cool. I can't find a name for it anywhere. And it is missing a lid. I think I might have just said that. It's a small refrigerator dish. And I could sell it for about $6, but I'll just probably add it to my collection and look for a lid. Just another butterfly gold Pyrex milk glass mug. Paid 39 cents for it. I just keep collecting them and throwing them in my basket of Pyrex. So if anybody is interested in purchasing some mugs in the butterfly gold pattern, let me know, because I have tons of them. I picked up these beautiful hand-painted vases. They were originally $3 a piece. I got them for 50% off, plus an extra 5% because I have this little VIP text I show them. And they are known as enamel glass. They're really beautiful. You can see they're not milk glass. They're enamel glass, and they were made to look like porcelain, and they might be Bristol glass. I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell. For me, Bristol glass always meant a satin finish, but I found out that they also made a finish in this pattern also. So we'll see. But they're very pretty. I think I could sell them for about $15 a piece. Corel Abundance, 1990 to 2012. Picked up these 3 lunch plates at the Goodwill for 99 cents, and I could sell them for about $15 for the set. I collect a lot of this, and I found these 3 pieces at the Sharing Center. I paid 75 cents for all 3. They're Indiana in the Whitehall pattern by Colony, and they're mid-70s, maybe late 70s even. And they came in tons and tons of colors. I've counted them up to, I think, 13 already. But this one is Riviera Blue. It's a sherbet cup, or some people call it a champagne. And this one is an iced tea tumbler. I did want to point out the difference, actually, between these two. This one is gold, and this one is amber. And sometimes people just don't see the difference or mix them up. But they did come in amber, and they did come in gold. And my friend Barbie Crafts, who does a nice little YouTube channel herself, she always opens up drinking out of one of these. These are Vaseline plates that I picked up 2 for $1. They're depression wear. They were made by the Hocking Company, which preceded Anchor Hocking. And they date between 1934 and 1936. And they glow lovely under the black light, so I knew they were Vaseline. But you can kind of tell right away that they were Vaseline anyways. The pattern is called Colonial Green, aka Knife and Fork. And I think I can sell them for about $30 for one. I might sell them for $35 for 2, or I just might keep them. It also came in milk glass, which is almost impossible to find, so that's a really good thing to be on the lookout for. And the Hocking Glass Company started up in 1905. They became Anchor Hocking in 1937. And I found it interesting to know that Hocking Glass produced the first pressed green pattern depression wear in 1928, machine made. And now the missing segment from last video. Picked the set of 4 up at the Goodwill, paid 69 cents a piece for it. They're Anchor Hocking. The logo here dates it to the 1980s. And it's a good thing I can date the logo and I can identify it because I couldn't really identify the pattern, which you think would be easy to do. A lot of people refer to them as jelly jars or peanut jars, but they're not. They're just simply iced tea tumblers. And I'm going to sell them and hopefully make about $15 to $20 for the set of 4. I was in my wooden nickel store, and all of these grab it bowls and casual elegance bowls were half price, so I grabbed them all, no pun intended, or maybe pun intended. And I did some research on them, and they're worth a lot of money. The grab it bowls over here are in the white coupe Centura pattern, and they're circa 1960s. They're all in great condition. They all have very tight-fitting plastic lids on them. Let's see if they say anything on the bottom. Not too much on the bottom here. And the Casual Elegance, they were produced in 1994. And as you can see, they're very elegant. And the pattern is called Calypso. And I have 2 of these, and they're both in wonderful condition. I don't know, that's upside down. There's some information on these right there. And I did find this one square one. I don't have any date on it. But I mean, to find all of these in such great condition, it does say something on it, but you'll never see it. It just says Corningware and the size. It's really hard to find. And I was surprised to see how much they're going for, because I was actually going to keep them, but I think I'm going to sell them, and I'll tell you why. I can get maybe $40 to $50 just for the round ones themselves, maybe $45 for the Casual Elegance, and $8 to $10 for the square ones. So that's pretty good. Put them online and see what happens. I did forget to mention that for all these Corningware, Grab It, and Casual Elegance pieces, I paid a total of $13 for all of them. Hope you enjoyed my latest haul. We have the day off today, so we're on our way to Renninger's, which is the largest indoor-outdoor flea market in Florida, and we're just going to look around and maybe take some pictures of some really good stuff. And sometimes on the outside, on the outskirts, they have some tables, and we may be able to pick up a few goodies. Have a great day, and we'll see you real soon. That went missing on the last video, and a big shout out to Jeffrey from Real Vintage. That's a big shout out to Jeffrey at Real Nifty. Some good news and some bad news on this peach